Apart from data subscription, the high rate of data subscription, the high fees and all of that, which I have already done a video on how to get cheap data for your browsing, for your online businesses and all of that. I've done a video about that, so if you want to know how you can get cheap subscription, do well to watch that video. That video is meant for MTN users exclusively. That video centers around MTN subscription, not Airtel, not Glow or any other one, but MTN. So if you want to know how you can get a cheap data for your MTN subscription to browse the internet, do your online business and what have you, then that video is for you. But in this particular video, we are talking about something different. We're talking about battery drainage, how you can manage your battery. It is no longer news that most people are having challenges with your battery draining so fast. No matter what, no matter what you do, your battery will always drain. But then when the battery starts draining so very fast, it can be disturbing. It can be disturbing. It is true that you can make use of power bank and all of that, but then the more you charge the phone, the more the battery goes down. The battery life keeps dropping. As you keep charging your phone constantly, the battery life keeps going down. That's just the truth, and most people don't know about this. If you charge your phone, let's say you charge your phone twice, 3 times a day. Some persons charge their phones even more than 4 times in a day. You see it now. But one thing they fail to understand is that the more you charge that phone, the more you charge that your battery, the cell of the battery keeps getting weaker and weaker by the day. And before you know it, the battery that usually lasts for 6 hours will no longer be lasting up to 2 hours. Okay, so in this video, please make sure you sit back, watch this video to the very end. That's the only way you will obtain profound value. So to help your phone battery last longer, both in a single charge and over its total lifespan, I'll be sharing no fewer than 20 tips you should take very seriously. Okay, so I'm scrolling through my apps because this is where I want to start. This is very important. Let's start with apps, your applications. Please, there's no need downloading or asking someone to send you apps you know very well that you don't need. It's funny that some persons enjoy seeing many apps in their phones, but they know that they don't need it. You don't need these apps. Why download these apps? Why will you ask someone to send you an app that you know very well you are not going to use? It doesn't really make any sense. So that's where I want us to start, because there's something most of you don't know. The more apps you have in your device, the faster your battery drains. That's the truth. But most people don't know about this. If you have more apps in your phone, your battery keeps draining faster than you know. So please make sure that all the apps you have in your phone, you are using them. If you're not using them, do away with them. Anyway, apps are not meant for decoration. They are meant to be used. You don't use it to decorate your phone. There's no need for that. Just get the ones you know you can use and forget about others. At any point where you now need extra app, then you are sure that I want to use this one, then you can download or ask someone to send to you. But just to have some persons, if you go to their phones, you will discover that there are apps that have been there for over a month and they've not used this app. 2 months, 3 months, you've not used this app. Then what is it doing there? It's of no use. So there is no need having multiple apps in your phone, especially if you know you are not using it. I'm not saying you shouldn't have apps in your phone, but if you are not using it, anyone you are not using, do away with it. Okay? That's the first thing I want us to start with. So please, as you are watching this video, you are doing the needful. Okay? Start with the apps. Shake your phone as I'm talking now. What and what, or take your time, watch this video to the very end, then check your phone and ask yourself, have I been using this app? Have I been using this app? If you discover that there are apps that have been lying dormant in your phone, please do away with such apps. Okay? So having said that, we are moving forward. Then the next thing I want you to note is your brightness. Now, let me shake this. Let me show you this now. You see, your phone, you can either control the brightness of your phone manually, or you can turn on the auto brightness. Please and please, it is advisable to not use auto brightness. Leave your phone in the manual brightness settings. Set it manually, move it manually, anyhow you want it to be. Set it like that, leave it like that. Don't put your phone, don't use auto brightness mode. Don't use it. Sometimes the phone will increase its brightness when you don't even need it, because it's on auto. So you have no control over that one. So it's best to turn off the auto settings, leave it at manual, so that whenever you want to increase the brightness of the phone, however you want to do it, you do it manually. But the auto mode is not advisable. It drains battery faster than you think. Some of you do not know this. It drains battery faster than you think. So I will recommend you make use of the manual setting. Okay? So if your phone is turned on and you are using the auto brightness mode, please turn it off. Turn it off. Now, the next thing we want to talk about is vibrations. Many people are guilty of this. Many people are guilty of this. So you have to disable vibrations on your phone. Disable vibrations on your phone for app applications, or rather for app notifications. For instance, vibrations indicating incoming WhatsApp messages, vibrations indicating Facebook messages, Twitter messages, in fact, all social media messages for incoming calls. Please do well to turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Now I want you to understand something. When it has to do with vibration consumes more power than a simple ringtone. So you may want to put your phone on a simple ringtone mode. It's better to use a silent mode without vibration. Okay? So please take note of this, whether for incoming call or for your applications. Turn on every form of vibration, please, to help your battery last longer and for the overall well-being of your battery. This is very important. Vibration consumes more power. It consumes more power. Now, for your screen and display settings, please and please, again, most people do not know how to do this. Your screen and your display settings, please ensure that you do the needful. Ensure that you do the needful. Okay? So the way your phone, the screen of your phone, this one is also, it has to do with the brightness as well, but that's not just all about it's not just about the brightness. It's not just about the brightness, because as your phone stays for a long time and the timeout is longer, the longer the timeout, the more battery it consumes. You see now? So if your phone lasts for a very long time before it goes off, okay? I'm talking about the screen timeout now. The screen timeout, it consumes more power. So please make sure it doesn't. I think 15 to 30 seconds is okay. So please do well to shorten your screen timeout. Shorten your screen timeout. Set your screen to turn off after the shortest period of time. Say 15 seconds or 30 seconds. There's no point leaving it to last for up to 30 minutes, except probably where you are doing something. Maybe let's say you are doing a screen recording, okay, or something like that. But once you are done, please set it back to either 15 seconds or 30 seconds. That way you are helping your battery. Okay, this is very, very important. This is very, very important. Okay, so please take note of this. Take note of this. It's very important. Now let me also talk about an important thing you have to do in your settings. You go to your settings and reduce your screen refresh rate. Reduce your screen refresh rate. I'm sure some of you don't know about this. The screen refresh rate is the number of time per second a display updates the image it shows. So the higher the screen refresh rate, the higher the battery consumption. So how do you do that? You can just go to your screen and type, let's just type refresh, screen refresh rate. This is just a shortcut to get to it. Screen refresh rate. I will click on screen refresh rate. Now, it depends on how, the settings of your phone. So you have to reduce it to at least 60 Hz. Okay? Because the higher the screen refresh rate, the higher it consumes battery. So you want to reduce it. Leave it at 60 Hz. It's better that way. It's better that way. It will still give you what you want. But if you increase it, it will definitely consume more data, more than you know. Okay? Please take note of this. Now, here's another thing I want you to turn off in your settings. Go to your phone settings. Let me go back. Go to your phone settings, then let me go back. Scroll up and get to Google or Google, however you pronounce your own. Click on it, then click on all services, then click on devices, just the same way I'm doing it here. Click on devices, then you will see something here. It says scan for nearby devices. Scan for nearby devices. If your own is turned on like this, I just turned my own on now. If your own is turned on like this, please turn it off. Turn it off. Okay? If yours is turned on, but if your own is turned off, then leave it. But if it is turned on, then turn it off. You probably do not know about this before now. So these are some of the things that drains your phone faster. The truth of the matter is that as long as you are using your phone, the battery will be going down. So this is not in any attempt to make your battery to stop going down. No. This is just a way to minimize the battery drainage, to bring it down a bit. Okay, so it's just a way of managing battery drainage, not to stop. You cannot stop your phone from going down. Yes, you can't do that. You can't just stop. Provided the phone is running, you are using it probably online, the phone battery will definitely be going down. But then, if you discover that the battery drains fast and it's becoming, it drains in an abnormal manner, you may want to follow all of this instruction. Okay? Of course, the moment you turn on your data, the draining goes up. However, with all of this I'm trying to explain here, you can still curtail it. You can still curtail it. All right? So please take note. Like I said, sit back and watch this video to the very end. If you're already obtaining value, I want you to make sure you subscribe, share this video. Don't just watch it alone. Somebody out there may need this. Share, like, drop any comments you want in the comment box, and also do well to turn on your notification bell, because more videos like this will be uploaded. So whenever we upload videos like this, you will be the first to know. Okay, so going forward, the next thing I also want you to do is to use dark mode. I know most people don't like using dark mode. Use dark mode, dark theme on phones. Use it on your phone. Okay, so it will help to curtail the way the battery of your phone drains. So these are some of the things most people do not know. Okay, dark mode consumes lesser energy. It consumes lesser energy. Then another thing I want you to take note of is, please avoid live wallpaper or animated backgrounds. So these things continually use the central processing unit of your phone. All these live wallpapers and what have you, please, if you are using one at the moment, I will advise you take it off. Use a static wallpaper. Okay, use a static wallpaper, and you will notice the difference in your battery drainage. Now the next setting I want you to go to is this. We're going to do it together. Now I want you to go to your phone settings, then just by the search menu. Tap, or rather type tap, T-A-P, T-A-P, tap, tap. Now, for some persons, they normally turn this on, raise to wake and double tap to wake. Double tap to wake means if your phone is off in terms of the screen timeout has elapsed. Now you want to double click to wake up the phone before you can now do whatever I want to do. So most people use it, Then the two of them, both raise to wake and double tap to wake, just as we are seeing it here. Please, if yours is turned on, it's an advice. It's still your choice at the end of the day to either turn it off or to leave it the way it is. Okay, so please turn it off. Okay, double tap to wake keeps part of your touch screen digitizer active even when the screen is off. You see now, so it can detect taps. So even when something is tapping it wherever, maybe inside your pocket, you're not the one tapping it, it keeps going on and off, on and off. So for every tap, there's a corresponding battery drop. For every tap, there is a corresponding battery drop. So these are some of the things you can control. Of course, there are ones you cannot control when it has to do with battery drainage. There are things you cannot control, but these ones I'm telling you now that we are taking time to explain here, these are the ones you have control over. Both raise to wake, double tap to wake, please. Now, the impact of raise to wake on your battery drainage, on your battery, is even higher than double tap. You see now, since sensors stay semi-active in standby mode. So you see now, so it's better you take it off. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. So you can still make use of your phone very well without these features, raise to wake, double tap, and what have you. So please turn it off. Turn it off. Anytime you are using this raise to wake, about 2 to 4% of your battery is going down, but you may not even know. You may not even know, because sometimes it goes down in the background gradually, and if it continues for a longer period of time, it's having an impact in that your phone's battery. So that over a period of time, the strength of that battery will start going down. So you may have to charge your phone maybe 6 times in a day. There are people that are currently facing this now. Some people charge their phone every 2 to 3 hours. Every 2 to 3 hours. Every 2 to 3 hours, they charge their phones. So this is not good. It's really affecting your battery. Then the next thing I want you to do is to turn off your location. Most people, since they bought their phone, they've been using their phone for over a year. Their location is always on. The phone location is always. And the truth of the matter is that there is no particular need for it. They just left it on. They don't even know that they should turn it off, except when needed. So they have left it like that for the past 6 months, for the past 1 year, for the past 2 years. You see now, so it's not advisable. So if you are guilty of this, please turn your notification, your location off. So this is my location. So some persons, their own has always been like this. Their own has always been like this. It's turned on. It's turned on. Okay. So please, if yours is like that, please do well to, you see now, the location is on. So for some persons, their own has been like this for the past 3 months, 6 months. Please turn it off. Turn it off. Please do well to turn your location off unless there is a particular need for it. If not, I don't think you should leave it like that. Okay, now the next thing I want you to do is to disable your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning. Most people don't know about this one. Disable your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning. Let's get straight to it. Now how do you do this? Just type Wi-Fi. Let's type Wi-Fi scanning. This is it. Okay, so go to your Wi-Fi scanning. If it's on like this, turn it off. Okay, turn it off. Please turn it off. Down. Also, your Bluetooth, if it's on, turn it off. Just like I talked about a few seconds ago. Some persons, their Bluetooth has been on for the past 6 months, 1 year, a year, 6 months, 18 months. And it's not as if they're using it. They just left it like that. Please, if you are in this category, please turn your Wi-Fi scanning and Bluetooth scanning. Please do well to turn it off. You can turn your Bluetooth scanning on when you are sharing files with someone. Of course, you can do that. You can turn it on when you are sharing file with someone. Then you may have to turn it on. Then for your Wi-Fi scanning, you can turn it on when someone wants to use your data via Wi-Fi, hotspot, connection. So once you are done, just turn it off immediately. There's no need for that. Okay? So, but when you want to maybe share something, let's say you want to turn on your hotspot so that someone will connect via Wi-Fi, then you can turn your Wi-Fi scanning. You can go to your Wi-Fi scanning settings and then turn it on. The moment you are done, then turn it off. Okay. Now the next thing I want to talk about, this one is one of the ways to curtail battery drainage, but then most times it's not something you have control over, because for most persons they have one mobile device. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is this: I've discovered that if your data is on, it consumes more battery than when you are connecting to someone's hotspot via your Wi-Fi. So use Wi-Fi instead of your mobile data. But then, of course, this particular matter is not something you really have control over, especially when you have one device. But it's part of the ways to curtail battery drainage. Okay, so if you have a phone that you are not really using so much, you can get a SIM, put inside that phone, be using it for your main phone, turn the hotspot of that particular phone on, then turn your Wi-Fi and connect. So you discover that it will not consume much data in that phone that is connected, the one that you turned on your Wi-Fi. So the battery drainage is more on the hotspot, because for you to turn on your hotspot, the data is on, the hotspot is on. But for you to turn on your Wi-Fi, your data doesn't need to be on. You see now? So based on the fact that your data is not on, you're only tapping data from another device. So the consumption rate will be minimal. Not that it won't consume your battery. So all of this is not an attempt to stop your battery from going down, like I said earlier. It's just a way to manage it. And if you can take all of this seriously, you will discover that there is a whole lot of difference. I'm telling you the truth. You will discover that your battery will no longer be draining the way it has been draining before now. Okay? So this is very important. This is very important. Then next is, please, for your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, there is no point leaving it on. I think I've said it. Please, if there's no need for you to turn on your Wi-Fi, then don't turn it on. Your Bluetooth, the same thing. When you need them, turn it on. Once you are done, turn it off. Then the next thing I want to talk about is background app usage. Background app usage. Please restrict background app usage. Go to your battery usage settings and restrict app you don't need running in the background. Now, let me show you something. Go to your settings, type apps. Let me just show you, type apps. Okay, let me go, okay. All apps. I want all the apps to display here. Let me also include system applications, everything. Now, okay, so all the apps in your phone, including the system applications, most of them, if not all of them, are running even behind the scene. You are not even aware. It's called background data battery consumption. Both data consumption and battery consumption. Now let me use this one to give you an example. So if you know what is best for you in terms of controlling your battery, please, you may want to do this. Let me just give you an example so that you can use that for the rest of you. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to do that for all the apps here. This is just to show you an example of what I mean. Now let me use this for example. Let me just use anyone. Let me just use anyone. Now let me just use this. Let me use I don't even know they want to use again. Let me just use anyone anyway. Let me use this authenticator. Now, if you go to app battery usage, I will click on app battery usage. Now it says allow background usage, turn it off. Okay, allow background usage, turn it off. You can always do that for other applications. Okay, so whether for your any of your browsers, you can always do that. Okay, so please do that and you will discover that your battery will start lasting longer. Now, secondly, something close to that is this. I will still use this. If there are apps you have in your phone and you don't use them all the time, not that you don't use it at all, you don't use it all the time, okay, you may want to go to such apps. Let me just use this authenticator again. Okay, let me still use this authenticator. Now, if you don't use it all the time, okay, you may want to do this. Go to storage and cache, click here. Okay, now if you click on it, this one is not really giving me what I want. Let me use another one, because some of the apps don't consume much battery anyway. They don't consume much battery. So if you have an app that probably you've not been using for long, and you are contemplating whether to uninstall it, but you don't really want to uninstall. If you don't want to uninstall, there's something else you can do, because some persons think that they must uninstall. If you don't want to uninstall, now let me use this and give you an example now. If I don't want to uninstall now, okay, because of course you can uninstall it, it goes completely out of your phone. Now I can do this. Go to storage and cache, then or rather let's use another app to do this. Let's use another app for this. Let me use this app. Let me use this Chrome, for instance. Now I'll click on storage and cache. Now what you want to do is, even if you don't want to uninstall the app, like I said, you can just click on this clear storage. Okay, so if you click on clear storage, you clear all data. If you clear all data, the app will still be in your phone. You've not uninstalled it, but you've cleared all the data. Okay, so whenever you want to use it again, you'll be using it as though you just downloaded it. Okay, so that way the app is still inside your phone. You did not uninstall it, but the data is no longer there, so you've cleared it up. So these are some of the ways you can strengthen your battery life and prevent your phone from draining very, very, very fast. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is this is funny, because I know that to most people, they don't even want to hear this one. And the reason is due to the power problem we are having in this country. You see now. So, most times, after charging your phone, probably you go somewhere, there is light, your phone is, you shake the battery of your phone, is 85%, then you plug it again. You want to see that 100%. It's not really advisable. So keep your battery between, say, 30 and 99. Now, I will explain what I mean by this. Please don't form the habit of charging your phone all the time. Let's say your phone, the battery percentage is 75%. You are charging it. Even after charging it a couple of minutes ago, you always want to see that 100%. It's not advisable. At least you should leave it to go down to, let's say, 30, 25% before you charge. However, I understand most times the reason people do this is because of issue of light. Okay? Now, secondly, don't always charge your phone to 100%. Okay? Sometimes charge your phone to 99%, then plug the charger off. Okay, so these are some of the tips that you probably do not know is affecting your battery. Okay, now another thing I want to talk about is temperature. Avoid extreme temperature. Now, one of the biggest enemy of your battery is heat. So don't leave your phone in a hot car or charge it under a pillow. It's even risky health-wise. Apart from the fact that it affects the battery of your phone, health-wise, it is not safe. It is not safe. Please. So don't leave your phone under your pillow, please, because the heat it generates from there affects the battery of your phone. Please, this is also worthy of note. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how do you even charge your phone? Most people, they use random chargers. Some persons, they've lost count in terms of the chargers they've used to charge one device. So wherever you go, you pick up somebody's charger. Wherever you go, it's not advisable. You are supposed to have a dedicated charger for your phone. So make it a habit to always use the manufacturer's provided charger. This ensures the correct power delivery. It ensures the correct power delivery. Okay, and it's very important for battery health. However, if your phone's charger gets faulty, of course it can happen. If it gets faulty, it's advisable you buy another charger that is designed for that particular phone. Okay, of course your phone battery, or rather your phone charger, can at some point spoil, get faulty, or whatever. Then there's nothing else you can do at this point. But then go get another charger that is designed for that particular phone. Okay, now next to it is this. Most people do not also put this into consideration. Keep your phone software updated. Some persons have used their phone for over a year, they've never updated. I'm not talking about updating the applications in your phone, I'm talking about updating your phone itself, the software version of your phone. Of course, manufacturers will always release the software updates. Okay, so and some of these software updates will fix bugs and the power efficiency. So please, you want to do this to make your phone battery last longer. So I believe if you do this, you will notice a clear difference. So I want to believe that you've really obtained value. You've learned one or two things. Some of these things I've said here, I'm going to still drop them in the description of this video so that you get there, go back, review, look at it again. If you have any question, you can reach out to me via the comment section, and do well to subscribe, like, share. Apart from you, there are other persons that want to get this information, so don't keep it to yourself. Do well, like, share, turn on your notification bell. We are going to be updating you with information like this, and you will always get value for every video. I can assure you of that. Okay, so we are going to stop this video here for now. See you in the next one.